Well, certainly an uncertain future for the controversial program. Let's turn to immigration attorney Lincoln-Goldfinch. She joins me from Austin, Texas. So this ruling is really not all that surprising. One advocacy group called it predictable, but also devastating. Your take on this?
You know, I am surprised. I'm very disappointed and also surprised because the issue that we had previously about DACA, I can understand. You know, that when Obama announced the program, he didn't follow the Administrative Procedures Act for federal rulemaking, federal regulations, which required that we announce a proposed regulation, allow for notice and comment period from the public, and then the final rule is promulgated. That's the way it works. So when the initial lawsuit came in, the main argument was Obama didn't follow the APA requirements. So President Biden actually did just that. He took the exact program the way that it was and announced a rule, didn't change it at all, allowed for notice and comment, and then promulgated the final rule. But still, the case goes back to the court, and Judge Hainan says, you know what, even though you followed the APA, I still don't think that this program is legal, and it's because the advanced parole is too broad, meaning sometimes people can travel, and I don't like that. And I don't like that there's no expiration to the program, and I don't like that DACA recipients can get benefits. And all of this means that I'm going to hold that the policy is still illegal. And so the result of that is that the Dreamers remain in limbo, and this case is going to probably go back up to the Supreme Court.
But Kate, let me interrupt you for 1 second. But Judge Hainan also said he's keeping the program intact for now. I mean, he could have ruled against that too, right?
Sure, and we have over 500,000 Dreamers who have work permission. They've been in the program for over a decade now. So these are people who are thoroughly entrenched in the fabric of our country. They have jobs, they have companies that rely on them, the economy relies on them. They're married, they've graduated from college, they may have bought a home. It would be absolutely absurd to just completely revoke that while the case is making its way through the court. So I don't give a lot of kudos to the judge for keeping it in place. But yes, the Dreamers who have status right now can continue to renew while the case is making it through the court, and DACA initial applicants still can't get adjudication on their cases.
So the White House is calling on Congress to provide a permanent protection. How likely is that to happen, protection for the so-called Dreamers?
Sure, and I mean, that would be the solution, of course. That is what should happen. However, we're facing a presidential election coming up next year. It's unlikely that we see Congress come together on what is such a hot button issue. So in all likelihood, the way that this will play out is the case will go back up to the Fifth Circuit. There will be an application for cert at the Supreme Court next year sometime, and then the court will hear and decide it in 2025, and we'll stay in this limbo place until then.
And you know, I think you put the nail on it here, calling this such a hot button issue. Why is this such a hot button issue? Why has it faced so much opposition, so many legal challenges?
You know, I mean, that's a very deep question, and I've studied immigration policy in the United States, and we have lots of periods of anti-immigrant sentiment going back centuries. We are in one of those periods right now, and that's why there is opposition to this program, because human beings are tribal, and they're afraid of what they see as different, and they take actions they think to keep themselves safe. That's my opinion about why there is opposition, because the rational thinker doesn't look at the DACA program and think it should end. It is absolutely beneficial and obvious that the program should occur. Dreamers should be granted permanent legal status. Our economy needs them, even if you don't, think about this from the angle of the actual Dreamers who were raised in the United States. But it's just so obvious that this program should stay, and that the Dreamers should be granted permanent status, that it's best for everyone. So the only reason anyone would oppose it is because of fear, I think.
Yeah, we'll have to leave it there. Attorney Lincoln-Goldfinch, thank you so much.